Hello there, how are you? Welcome back to How I Did It. Well, today the final piece of the utility shed puzzle is coming together. I am going to match up an outlet to my predator generator outlet. That way it will receive this cord that will send power back into the barn, whether it be generator power or utility power. Now the utility power is nice because it will automatically cycle on with my magnesine inverter. So the first step, obviously, get a box, get it mounted, and then wire up the round 30 amp 220 receptacle. Now note that it's 220 going in, but once inside the barn, I split the phases. I put one of those 110 phases on a GFCI plug on the wall. The other phase is going directly into my magnesine inverter, and you'll see that in just a couple of minutes. Now, I'm not sure what I did with my footage of me wiring up my new 30 amp round receptacle, but I'm just showing this so you can understand. You have to make sure that the face of each receptacle is the same. Your black wires go to X and Y, which are the copper screws. Your white wire will go to the silver screw, which is your neutral. And then your ground wire will go to that green screw. Now, here's my ground coming off the green screw on this receptacle, and I'm simply tying that into my dedicated ground bar. Again, remember, on a sub panel, the neutral bar and the ground bar are completely separate. Here's my white wire. It is going from the W on the back of this outlet up to the neutral bar. And then the last two wires that are on the X and the Y on the back of that outlet, they are going to go up and they are going to connect into my 30 amp double pole breaker that is going to feed power from the utility company into the barn if my wind and my solar are not able to keep up and keep my batteries charged. My hybrid inverter will automatically turn on. It'll allow the utility power to charge my batteries if I am not there. And if I'm there and say I don't have any utility power, I just move my plug from this outlet right here down to my generator, start the generator, and it will charge my batteries. Okay, so I'm just double checking to make sure that I've got everything wired in correctly. 110, 110, 240, or 120, 120, 240. And then I go ahead, I cover up this outlet, and you'll notice on this next shot, it's a different faceplate on this outlet, and it's another day. I ended up swapping the faceplate out, and that way I would have a whole cover protecting that faceplate. But again, it's just a matter of closing everything up, going down to the distribution sub panel that I installed a couple weeks ago, turning on the breaker, plugging in my cord. Of course, wind is blowing like crazy today, generating tons of power. But by having that breaker turned on, now I have an independent GFCI in here. My magnesine hybrid inverter will automatically cycle on and charge the system at 30 amps automatically. This is my solar, what I have coming in off of my solar panels. And then this is my independent 12 volt system, which runs the majority of my lights and different systems in the barn. Alrighty then, you all have an absolutely wonderful and blessed day. I'll see you next time. Take care.